2nd and 13. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and
Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
I tell you what, this was a much-needed drive and a much-needed touchdown at the end of this drive. They've not done much of anything in this first half, but here they put all the pieces together and they get the score right before the half.
So all even at 7 down as they kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the 49er.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Purdy now to throw. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to have the Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Niners 14, Seahawks 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Corey Horton. So Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Oh, a heck of a move. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And some room to maneuver. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. Takes this to the 45, not much space there after the nice move. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
San Francisco.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This quarterback now Just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 14.
Piñeiro now to kick this one away.
San Francisco.
Powering his way forward. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isaac Guerrero to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A beautiful fake. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Another run, this time McCaffrey. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here. 3rd down now looming. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Tonjes makes a grab over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the 49er 1st down.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. Black. 20. 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll begin here with a run to Charbonnet. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down. Darnold to throw. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Darnold. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Now Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, 1st and goal. Darnold now to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. It's likely their game winner here in the closing stages. The extra point now coming from Myers. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Purdy to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.